Hey YouTube, Omar here, and it is Wednesday night, and I'm coming at you with my NFL Week 7 recap and also my new schedule. Now, of course, this can change at any time, and this is just for the time being, but right now, my schedule is going to be as follows. We'll start with Sunday. Sunday night, Sundays, I have a football game, and then I watch football, so Sunday is going to be my day off. Don't expect any videos, if anything, maybe some special thing on Sundays until my football season ends. Then Monday is going to be a college football wrap up, and right now, well, what did I just make yesterday? A college football wrap up and a Washington Huskies game review, of course, which I didn't do this week, but I'll get to that. So yeah, well, college football wrap up, Washington Huskies game review. That's Mondays. Tuesday is going to be NFL wrap up and New York Giants review. That obviously is on Wednesday today, this time, but next time we'll fix that. Wednesdays are going to be a general sports video. You know, the biggest news around the league for the week. Thursdays are going to be maybe to be determined, maybe a college football preview and a Husky preview. Friday is going to be NFL preview and Giants preview. Saturday is going to be my fantasy team, which I'm going to get into preview, both basketball and football, and possibly also on Saturday a Knicks week in review. We're going to do it since the Knicks start their season on November 4th, which is November 1st, which is a Thursday. We're going to make it we'll just make it Saturdays. Every Saturday is going to be our Knicks week in review. So anyway, let's get into the video and the NFL wrap-up for Week 7. And let's start with the scores. The Seahawks weren't quite able to take the division lead over the 49ers. The Thursday night game, they lost 13-6. The Giants hung on to beat the Redskins in their first division win of the year, 27-23. The Titans won a thriller against the Bills, 35-34. We'll get back to that one later. The Indianapolis Colts held off the Browns 17-13. The Browns fell to 1-6. Packers were barely able to beat the Rams, but they did it anyway. Another great game from Aaron Rodgers, 30-20. The Vikings improved to a shocking 5-2. No, I am not overlooking them with Tebow or that, and not drowning them out. They are 5-2, and they just smacked the Cardinals. Not smacked them, but I mean, the Cardinals. The Cardinals. I'm looking at the stats. They didn't actually do too bad. In fact, the Cardinals outgained the Vikings 356-209. But you know what? Sometimes Peterson has too big of a day. That's what he did. Anyway, Saints held off the Buccaneers in a wild one that I got to watch the finish of, 35-28. The Cowboys held off the Panthers 19-14. Texans trounced the Ravens. It is true, ESPN, 43-13. The Oakland Raiders beat the Jaguars in overtime, 26-23. The Patriots beat the Jets in overtime, 29-26. And the Steelers beat the Bengals, 24-17. Also Monday night, the Bears beat the Lions, 13-7. So I'm going to do my NFL videos in this sort of format now. First off, we're going to start with the theme of the week. Then we're going to go to the shocker team. The team that impressed and the team that just failed. And then we're going to go to the player that impressed and the player that failed. So let's start off with the theme of the week, and it is close games. Let's look at the scoring margins between these games. 7, 4, 1, 4, 10, 7, 7, 5. Then you have the Texans game, 30. 6 in overtime, 6 in overtime, 7, 7. No, 7, 6. So only really one blowout this week. All other games were within 10 points or less. So it was a really exciting week of football. And now for my team of the week and my dud team of the week, we'll call it. Let's see, we'll call it the Golden Team of the Week and the Dud Team of the Week. So the Golden Team of the Week award for me, looking through here, would have to go to the Houston Texans. I'm going to give it to them. They had the only big win, and yes, the Ravens are suffering from injuries right now, but it's still not easy to beat the Ravens by 30 at any time. They also outgained them on offense 420 to 176. And Ray Rice only rushed for 42. I mean, Arian Foster only rushed for 98 yards. So Matt Schaub did a lot of it himself. They won the turnover battle 2-0. Won the possession battle by 17 minutes. Just an overall great game by them, and I give them the team of the week. And now my dud team of the week. And this is a very, very rare occurrence, but this week's dud team of the week won their game. Yes, that's right. You might have guessed it. The New England Patriots are my dud team of the week. I've really, really been looking into the AFC East since it was all tied up a piece, 3-3. Everybody was 3-3 in the division, and got to watch most of this game when I was already home from my football game. It was the late game, and I must say, even though they beat the Jets in overtime by 3, I am not impressed. This is not the Patriot team that made the Super Bowl last year and has been dominant in the past decade I've been watching football. I mean, they got outgained by the Jets offense. Their defense, 403 total offensive yards to the New York Jets. Mark Sanchez was 28 of 41 for 328 yards. Unacceptable right now. I don't know what it is. They're secondary or whatever, but this team is not going to make a Super Bowl if they keep playing like this, even if they win the game. So now we'll get into the players and my Golden Player of the Week award. Vincent Jackson had the best statistical week, but I gotta give it to Chris Johnson. He's been really a dud this season. Hasn't done anything for the Tennessee Titans or his fantasy owners who thought he'd have a couple more good seasons in him. He's gonna have another one. He's been really nothing this year, but starting to pick it up finally. And he had a huge day, albeit against the Bills, but still, 18 carries, 195, and 2 touchdowns for the guy that's really, really been craving a big game. And my dud player of the week, Mr. Crybaby Cam Newton. Here you go, Cam. What else can you say about yourself? You're a second year quarterback who, sure, you had pretty good stats in that last year. You had pretty good stats. I'm not even gonna lie. But all you've done this year, his team is 1-5 so far. In the game, he didn't actually do too badly. Let me bring up his full stat line here. 21 of 37, 233 yards, a touchdown, a pick, 64 rushing yards. But the reason why I give him this Dud of the Week award is because of his epic pouting in his post-game press conference. And now he's calling out, I don't know who he's trying to call out, whether it be GMs or his fellow players, but he said something has to change. Well, guess what, buddy? It's not like you're putting up 400 yards and losing. Your offense scored 14 points this week, although I mean you turned the ball over twice. Once was you. I mean this team is in a mess right now. Cam Newton not having a good sophomore year. And that's all I have to say. I got another phone call. It's unbelievable. Oh, it's still there. So I'll see you guys later today for my Giants recap.